Howdy-o and welcome to Rauta's heavy metal reviews, or heavy metal, power metal, depending once again how you do define this kind of music. Some say it's power metal, some say it's heavy metal. I feel it's more about heavy metal, but yeah, having elements of both work. This is a rather young American-based band, Adamantis, with an album called Flung Realm. This originally came out in 2020 as self-financed release, and the next year, earlier in 2021, that is this year, the band got released on CD by a label, which I guess it just deserves. Now, this band has been out there for a few years, and these guys are not newbies, but this is not an album that's gonna shake the earth or make the ground break. Nothing phenomenal, nothing out of ordinary right here, but just kind of a classic heavy metal, power metal combination in melodic ways. Now, let's start with the good things first. This band, having been here now about 5 years, made this album, and it lasts for almost an hour with 11 tracks. The whole thing here is rather homogeneous. That is, it's pretty much the kind of a style that once you've gone past a rather forgettable but kind of a epic folky kind of instrumental intro, all the tracks are pretty much cut from the same tree. That is, if you're going to like one or two songs, you're pretty much going to guaranteed like the whole album. Unfortunately, it goes vice versa. Now, the good thing is, the production is solid, the guitars sound powerful, drums are good, vocals are actually very, very nice, melodic, highly skilled, talented, and all that stuff. There's a little bit of Gary Moore vibe I'm getting from that, but I don't know if it's just my mind acting up. But yeah, that is a good vocalist that the band has here. And basically, the songs are done rather nicely. Now, the downside of all these, that is, once you've heard one song and etc., that is also the weaker thing, because none of these tracks really stand out from the crowd. It's more like, let's play it safe and do not annoy anybody. That goes for the lyrics, the production, and everything basically on this album. That is, these lyrics which deal with fantasy, battles, a little bit of religion, but not taking sides with Christianity or Satan, having both topics covered though. It's more like very, very basic kind of stuff. Now, I didn't see that much dragons flying out there, but really, this is something that combines fantasy, history, demons, Satan, Christianity, and just a kind of a general idea. Nothing out of ordinary, not annoying anybody, I guess, but nothing really like, wow, these are some good lyrics. And same goes for the music. It's kind of a lukewarm experience in so many ways. There are no hit songs, there are no songs that stand out, there are no songs to make difference in the genre. It's melodic heavy metal with a little bit of nodding towards power metal. None of these songs are too fast. They don't really blast their way too. There are no slow parts, emotional songs, and it's mostly just operating around mid-tempo with very, very basic heavy metal riffs. That is, if you're into melodic heavy metal, doesn't matter if it's American style or British style, it's just kind of a very, very basic stuff. Now, I had some decent time with the album. That is, it kind of plays there, goes under the background, and doesn't annoy me one bit. But unfortunately, it starts to feel a little bit too lengthy, given it's almost 60 minutes with no high points, no peaks where I'm like, yeah, this is the killer song. Everything is just like, okay, it's right there. So for me, this is kind of like a warm-up band for any kind of a bigger heavy metal band. The one that opens up the evening and acts as the opening act. But beyond that, it's kind of like you watch half the show, maybe 5 songs, and then you head for beers and to hang out with your friends. Once again, that is not a bad thing if you're very, very happy to have this kind of a rather forgettable but good mood heavy metal. The riffs are solid, but there is this problem that none of them really makes the difference. There is no single song that is like, yes! I keep repeating myself, but I can't stop doing that because this is like, whole album is all about that. Now, if you're into heavy metal and a little bit of power metal, why don't give it a go and decide for yourself. Who knows, maybe this is something that you will totally like it. I mean, some people on Metal Archives like it for 86% on average, so it is kind of doing some kind of impact for some people. just don't expect too much and you're good to go. You will find links provided to check out the band in question and the album as well. So take care and enjoy some heavy metal.